Hi, so basically, I'm Milana, and I just released an album called
Why do we think the world is ending?
by Saint Milana. And today, on this channel, we're going to be ranking the songs from
Why do we think the world is ending?
by Saint Milana on a fabulous tier list that Jessie helped me make. So thanks, Jessie, for your input. Okay, so first, before we start, I'm just going to go through all the tiers. Coming in at number 5, we have Late Night Legend tier, which is the worst one. I spelt tier wrong because it's not the best song ever, so it makes me cry. Mum's favorite. If it's Mum's favorite, then it's probably just like, sorry, Mum, this is a joke. I just did this for comedic effect. Middle tier is Wednesday, just because you kind of don't really have thoughts on it. It's like, yeah, it's Wednesday, but it's not. It's Wednesday, It's kind of just thoughts. Second one is Nightwater. I'm sure I'm not the only person who's experienced this, but when it's like 3 a.m. and you drink water, you're too tired to actually know what you're drinking, so it literally tastes like it was like sourced from the Alps and bottled in Switzerland. Amazing. Nightwater, very good. But something that's better than Nightwater is Toy Story 2 Woody cleaning scene. That's pretty self-explanatory. Okay, now let's start, now that you know what the tiers are. Starting off strong, we're going to start with
Alone on the weekend.
which, okay, this song isn't bad, but I just don't like the chorus. However, the verses are iconic. It's just iconic, but it's been around for a bit too long, so it's not as iconic as some of the other ones. It is still iconic. Oh, but it's still, I'm going to put it in Nightwater, but I might move it to Wednesday, depending on how much I put in Nightwater, because I want to have it all even. Okay, that's our first one. We're putting that in Nightwater. Second, we're going with
Apricot jam is amazing. Is this the flavor?
This definitely is a song. I actually really like Apricot Jam. However, the lyrics mean absolutely nothing. I suppose if we really wanted to get political with it, then it could be like, oh, look at me saying all this stuff. I'm like, why do we think the world is ending? Why do we spend so much when we can't afford the spending? And then I'm like, but hey, Apricot Jam's amazing. I really guess if we looked into this, we could say that it's similar to politics. How so many important things are brought up, but then it's just all pushed away by useless arguments. It's not actually about that. I'll just say that if I ever have to do a Genius lyric interview. It's the only reason why I make some of my songs mean stuff, just in case I have to do a Genius lyric interview. It's really iconic, but I don't like the chorus. I'm putting this one in Wednesday. Next is
Butterfly clips.
Butterfly Clips is just really good. Why is this the hardest thing I've ever done in my whole life? You know what? Stuff it. This isn't hurting anyone.
Gracie.
Gracie is actually really good. Fun fact, I was never actually going to release Gracie because I felt like it was almost too rappy. It's not. But I'm like, I'm a big nut, and I was like, this isn't really my thing. It turns out it was. However, I thought I fixed this, but my speakers that I re-listened to all the songs to from Why Do We Think the World Is Ending how has this been going for 6 minutes already? Must just be really good because I noticed nothing, but then as soon as someone pointed it out, I didn't fix it and the vocals are still too quiet. Which is really annoying and makes me hate it. I'm gonna solidly put that in Mum's favorite because it just makes me really stressed because I didn't fix the vocals after I released it again to the entire world. Anyways,
I kinda wanna just waste time.
I was going to put that in Late Night Legend tier, but that's just for Late Night Legend, so I'm putting this in Mum's favorite. It's a really good song, however, it's an album filler, and I will come out and say that I kind of want to just waste time is an album filler. Next one is
Kindergarten.
the more you listen to it, it's because I've listened to this hundreds of times, obviously. The drums feel out of time. I know they're not out of time, but they just feel out of time. I'm putting Kindergarten. Kindergarten means the most stuff. The lyrics mean a lot to me, Because I'm like, things aren't gonna be the same. I'll cry. I'm putting this in Nightwater just because it means a lot to me.
Late night legend. 'Cause you've been gone for. Light out.
Light Out, Light Out, Light Out. Light Out is a very good song. Light Out is a very, very satisfying song to listen to. And you know what else is satisfying? This. So Light Out is going up here. I love Light Out.
Stealing from strangers.
I have no choice but to put that in Toy Story 2 Woody cleaning scene. It's the perfect start to the album. Also, if you go and listen to the album and you shuffle it, then you deserve jail time, because I spent a really long time strategically placing all of the songs in the right order so that as soon as you press play, it's the perfect amount of emotions. Like, everything is chill and it's not just a sudden bounce of emotions. If there's a certain emotion, then it goes down. This Is the Way the World Ends is a really depressing song. The Postman is super emotional. Kindergarten is like, oh, and that's the last 3 songs, and then it just goes down. It just goes down. It's perfect.
Postman.
The Postman is what I'd consider a ceiling song. It is 100% a ceiling song. Other ceiling songs is like The Good Side by Troye Sivan, Love by Lana Del Rey. They're songs that you have to be, absolutely nothing else has to be happening. They're good, but they're not great until you're in the perfect mood for it. It's like you have to be looking at the ceiling. Am I in a ceiling song mood right now? No. So where do I put The Postman? I'm sorry, The Postman's really good. I'm putting it, why am I apologizing? Where did it go? Where is it? Here it is. No, it does not deserve to go in Late Night Legend here. Nightwater.
This is the way the world ends.
I have stories about This Is the Way the World Ends. I was gonna re-record the whole thing, but I lost it in a folder called Untitled 109, like the project, but fortunately I exported it, so I still had it. But I was gonna re-record it because I do a bunch of that don't sound neat. It sounds fine. You could say that it matches the vibe. But it just has really good lyrics. It is my favorite, so I'm putting it in this one. It's not the classic favorite though. Like, most people's favorites have been Stealing from Strangers, Apricot Jam, and Butterfly Clips, I'd say. I'm iffy about where I put Apricot Jam. I'm sorry, it doesn't deserve that. It deserves to go here. Also, Gracie's a really good song. I'm doing some moving around. Gracie's going up a tier, just because if it wasn't too quiet, then it'll be good. Anyways, stream Why Do We Think the World Is Ending by Saint Milana on all streaming platforms. I promise, it's good.